Out of all the websites I've had the pleasure of exploring recently, my favorite website is now rewordify.com. I discovered Rewordify about 4 or 5 years ago and shared it with my students when they were reading things on the internet or looking up articles or current events, and they just were really struggling to understand the text. And so, in its original adaptation, Rewordify was just a place where you could copy some text and paste it into this yellow block, and it gave you a reworded version that was easier to understand. And now Rewordify has grown into something that is absolutely amazing, and it's free, which is the best part of Rewordify. And so simply, again, I can come to a passage on the internet and I can highlight it and I can come back and I can paste it in Rewordify and I hit Rewordify and then it changes that text. So if I highlight the yellow, it tells me the word that is in the actual article and then the definition. So I can just continue through researchers or people who work, la, la, la. So one of the great parts of this, students can have it simply rewordify the text. They can choose how this text appears to them. And so they can come down here and they can choose reworded. So they reword it completely. They cannot reword it, and you can just see the definition above. So you see the actual word in the article, and then they give you the definition. They can do it in line, where the purple highlighting, one highlighted color is the actual word, another highlighted color is the definition. It's in brackets, or you can do 2 columns. So the kids get to choose which way they want to learn these new words. It's really great. And not only can I just highlight the text, but if I need to read a whole website, I can, let me go back to that article, or we'll pick a new one. I can highlight, I can copy and paste, and I can rewordify the entire web page. So hit effect is impact. And so if this is a word I want to learn, I'm going to click this and I'm going to add this word and I'm going to learn it later. Mind doctors, I don't know what that is. Psychologists, I need to learn that word. Difficult to notice, subtle, I'm going to learn that word. When something is clipped out, exclusion. So the students can build this whole vocabulary and then they go to their account and they have a whole list of words they want to learn, and they can choose to learn 3 at a time or 7 at a time or 10 at a time. And they can build these skills and all this. So if I want to learn 3 new words, so I've got 3 new words, and so then it tells me I can begin learning. Exclusion means when something is kept out.
The word exclusion means when something is kept out or not included.
So the kids can learn these words. They can practice with flashcards. And they can keep going and going. There are several different options for them to learn these words. They can take quizzes on the words. It's just amazing. And so another great perk of Rewordify is this text section called Classic Literature. So they can go to any story on here. Shakespeare is probably one of the hardest things for them to understand. And I'm going to do Antony and Cleopatra Act 1, and there it is rewordified. And so we know that Big Air Pump is not Shakespeare, but Bellows is. Darkish yellowish brown is tawny. They wouldn't know that word. So it puts it in language that the students can understand. Not only is there classic literature, but there's also public documents. So the address to America from different countries. You can search D, and we can find the Declaration of Independence. So we hold these truths to be obvious, that all men are created equal. They are given by their creator certain permanent rights. And so it just makes text more accessible to children. It's free, it's easy to use, and I highly, highly recommend that all teachers start using Rewordify in their classrooms.